Hello, this is Talk to Me Tuesday. It's 26th of May. If I'm looking, I always do that in a video, that's so weird. If I'm looking a bit haggard, it's because it's actually half term, which is our kids' school holiday this week, and the kids have been running me ever so slightly ragged all day. Bless their little hearts. So I'm feeling a little bit not quite with it. So I apologise if I ramble or don't make any sense. But there you go. This week I have mostly been working on a quilt for a friend of my son's. I was supposed to deliver it today, but I haven't been able to get out to do it, so excuse me, sneeze. Excuse me. So I thought I could just show you it. He's really into superheroes and 5-year-old boys, really into superheroes and the Incredible Hulk and Spider-Man and stuff like that. So this is the quilt for him. If I go that way. So basically the main bulk of the quilt is these squares of like superhero fabric. And then down the side I have his name with Miss Jennifer's pattern. I can't work out how to turn this. There we go. There. So it's down the side, and then it's just more of these blocks. And on the back, it's comic book fabric. And my binding, I really hate binding quilts. I'm not very good at it. I can't do it by hand because I just can't sew that well by hand. So I decided to make my binding a bit unusual, and I don't know if the camera's going to pick this up, but I've kind of done this lightning flashy zigzaggy binding with a variegated thread. So the binding shows, but it's supposed to show, so that was my way of getting over the problem with binding. And the quilting is nothing major, it's literally just stitch in the ditch and stitch around these squares so that they puff out a bit. So that's ready to be delivered, and then I had some leftover fabric from the superhero range, and so I thought I'd make a couple of pillowcases, one of which to put the quilt in so that it's like an added little gift. So it's just a blue pillowcase with cool fabric on it and a bit of the lining fabric. I don't know why, it's really odd to me that these pillowcases come out so huge. But the pillows go in them really well, but it's just they always look so big. So that one is for Mesa, for the little boy getting the quilt. And then because I did have some extra fabric left, I had to make something for my little boy, my Harry, and so I made him a pillowcase as well, which I need to give to him and put on his bed. He's seen it, but he hasn't put a pillow in it yet. My son is called Harry. I'd like to claim it to be a Harry Potter name, and in part I suppose it is, because I was a Harry Potter fan when I had him, but it's also my dad's middle name. My dad passed away 2 years before, well, a year and a half before my son was born, so it's kind of honouring my dad in my son's name. My dad was called Melvin, but he was Melvin Harry Raymond, so Harry is Harry Raymond. So yeah, that's why the name, because I couldn't call a little 5-year-old boy Melvin. It would have been no. Aside from that, I have also been practicing some more traditional piecing. I've been working on my Y seams, so I've been making these tumbling blocks and practicing getting the Y seams right. So I've just got a few of those on the go. I think I've done 4. I'm getting better. Oh, but I am getting better, but I've got some work to do on those, so that's why I've only used a plain fabric. And then I have my Project of Doom postings for this week, and I love this week so much I had to make them both. I couldn't decide between the candle and the flame in the jar, so I decided to make 2. So there's my jar. Oh, there's my jar. And this is, you can't see this, but it's the fairy frost fabric with the metallic in it, so it's got like a glitter to it. And then my candle here, and strangely these 2 blocks have both got fabric in it that I got from Jane Bishop, who passed away recently. So this fabric is from her. This one is from her as well. And I actually think, oh no, that's mine. That's mine in the frame. But yeah, so I made those two. So I just need to finish working on whatever comes up tomorrow. I'm hoping it's going to be, well, I know it's, oh, what was that? Don't know. I know it's going to be a great pattern again. Aside from that, I haven't really done anything else. I've watched some Doctor Who. I've watched a lot of Harry Potter. I've watched more Doctor Who. I watched some Sherlock. That's about it, really. It's been a funny old week. This week, I'm trying to think what else I did, but I'm sure there was something. Oh, I bought some fabrics to make some clothes for me, but they're not that interesting. They're just blue jersey type fabric. Oh, I did get some new rulers, because mine were all a bit chipped, so I got some sparkly new ones. Excuse me. And a new Uber cutting mat. I misordered my cutting mat. I went for the next one up from the one I had, and I've ended up with the 36 by 24, which takes up virtually the whole of my sewing table. So I might have to do some rearranging this week. Oh, and I've been working on some zips to replace a couple of zips in a couple of jackets that someone asked me to replace. And if I ever talk about replacing zips in jackets again, please remind me that I said I will never ever do it again, because it's taken me like 2 hours to get the old zip out. So much stitching. There's the jacket's from a really cheap shop in England called New Look, and it probably only cost about 25 quid, but the amount of stitching in the thing is just ridiculous. So yeah, I've been mostly pulling that out today, as well as pulling out my hair at the kids. Aside from that, there is nothing else to tell you. Hope everybody's having a really fun and crafty week, and this is my number 5 video, so I've kept it going for a month, so I'm really happy, and I will catch you all next week. Bye.